Apple just rolled out new AI-driven features for Safari, promising a smarter and more intuitive browsing experience. Honestly, there's a lot to unpack here, so let's get right into it. All right, let's start with the headliner feature, Intelligent Search. Now, this tool is essentially going to let Safari summarize web content for you using advanced AI. So, no more slogging through dense, lengthy articles or pages. Intelligent Search will identify the key topics, phrases, and ideas, then automatically generate a nice, concise summary to give you the gist. But how does this actually work? Well, from what we know, it leverages Apple's cutting-edge on-device AI models, specifically the AJAX language learning model. This AI analyzes the text, picks out the important sentences, repetitive keywords, structural elements, and more to determine the core topics. Then it distills all that into a neat little summary perfectly tailored for you. And that's just the start. Another insane new feature coming to Safari 18 is called Web Eraser. As the name implies, this tool will basically let you erase or remove unwanted parts of a web page with just a few taps. If you find banner ads on your screen annoying, you can easily get rid of them. Also, any distracting images can also be quickly eliminated using Web Eraser. Here's where it gets even better. The erasure is persistent. That means when you close that tab or window and revisit the page later, Safari will automatically load it with all your custom modifications already applied. It'll literally remember which parts you nixed and keep them erased. How cool is that? Safari will even pop up a little notice to let you know the page has been altered based on your preferences, just in case you want to revert it. Although, let's be real, the inspiration for this erasure concept may have come from existing third-party ad blockers and content filtering extensions that offer similar removal capabilities. But still, having it baked right into Safari itself is a total game changer. Now let's talk about the user interface enhancements coming with this update. Essentially, Apple is consolidating a ton of page controls and options that were previously scattered across different menus into one convenient centralized menu right there in the address bar. Things like zoom settings, content blockers, extension shortcuts, they'll all be just a click or tap away in this new unified menu. That means no more digging through nested settings panels or the share sheet just to find basic controls. Everything you need will be neatly organized and readily accessible from this slick new menu. It's one of those small quality of life improvements that might not seem huge on paper, but could legitimately streamline your workflow and just make browsing feel that much smoother overall. Of course, we're also expecting the usual refinements and under-the-hood upgrades with Safari 18. More robust content blocking, UI refinements, and stuff like that. But let's be honest here. The real stars of the show are those AI integration features we just covered. This is Apple fully embracing the artificial intelligence revolution and letting it reshape how we interact with information and data. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, okay, this all sounds amazing, but what about privacy? It's a totally fair concern in our data-hungry world. After all, Apple has built their brand around protecting user privacy and security, and it seems they're doubling down on that commitment with these new AI capabilities. From what we know so far, the language models and other tech-powering features like intelligent search will run entirely on device using ultra-secure private processing. That means your data stays locked down tight on your iPhone, iPad, or Mac, never getting beamed up to the cloud or any third-party servers where it could potentially be compromised. So while other tech giants are harvesting data into their AI systems, Apple looks to be taking their classic on-device, privacy-first approach with this on the AI front as well. It's a smart play that could give them a big advantage as trust around AI becomes even more paramount. Of course, not every feature Apple explores during development ends up making the final cut for a product launch. There's always a chance some of these wild Safari upgrades could get delayed, scaled back, or nixed entirely as the company continues testing and fine-tuning things. But even if not every leaked feature arrives right away, one thing is abundantly clear. Apple is going all in on AI and positioning themselves to lead the intelligent experience revolution. These Safari enhancements are just one piece of their bigger AI puzzle. In fact, the rumors don't stop there. There are also whispers that Apple has an insanely advanced visual search tool in the works that could let you get detailed information about real-world objects, products, and more just by analyzing photos and images with your camera. Imagine being able to just point your iPhone at something and instantly get specs, pricing, reviews, and more. This technology brings a new dimension to shopping and information gathering. Now, from what we know, this visual search technology is still in its earlier stages compared to the Safari AI features. Lots of lingering questions around how exactly it will work, what apps or services it would integrate with, whether it would be a system level or app-specific capability, and so on. Apple's pretty tight-lipped on those specifics for now. But when you start connecting the dots, the natural language AI powering intelligent search, the visual understanding models needed for this advanced camera search, Apple's huge bets on machine learning across their custom chipsets, it becomes clear we're just scratching the surface of how AI could reshape their entire ecosystem in the years ahead. We're talking about an intelligent, predictive experience where our devices understand us better than ever before. One where cumbersome tasks are streamlined through automatic summarization and data extraction. Where our phones and computers can instantly parse the world around us and synthesize all that information in an intuitive way. It's the kind of seamless, ambient AI experience that's been long promised in sci-fi, but is finally starting to become a reality thanks to rapid advancements in areas like computer vision and natural language processing. And if these Safari leaks are any indication, Apple is hell-bent on being at the forefront as it all unfolds. Could this AI-infused version of Safari 18 be the first step toward a paradigm shift in how we interact with data and information? A new era of intelligent, distraction-free browsing and content consumption where our devices understand our needs before we even ask? It's tantalizing to think about the possibilities. Now, I don't want to get too carried away making bold predictions here. We're still waiting for Apple to officially unveil all their latest software updates and innovations at their big annual WWDC event happening in just a few weeks in early June. They could always have some surprises up their sleeves that no one saw coming. But if even half of these leaked Safari 18 features and AI upgrades are legit, it really does feel like a seismic shift is coming to how we browse the web and interact with information. We're talking browser-level AI smarts for summarization and smart curation, streamlined distraction removal, consolidated intuitive controls, a whole new level of intelligent, personalized browsing productivity. And who's to say this is just the start? Maybe these Safari enhancements represent the tip of the iceberg as Apple infuses their entire software ecosystem with advanced AI and machine learning over the coming years, aiming to create truly intelligent, predictive experiences across their ecosystem. Of course, not everyone will be on board right away. Responsible AI development is an incredibly nuanced issue with plenty of valid concerns around privacy, ethics, transparency, and potential downsides that need to be carefully navigated. There's still a lot of well-deserved skepticism and uncertainty around how the AI revolution could impact society. But love it or hate it, one thing is clear. Key tech players like Apple are betting big that artificial intelligence will reshape the future of consumer tech and computing as we know it. From mobile to desktop to wearable experiences, intelligent AI assistants understanding our needs and streamlining our digital lives may very well become the norm sooner than we think.